Welcome back into DSI. Now, Trey, we've seen our fair share of thrillers here at the Governor's Challenge. Of course, the quadruple overtime game for Bennett. But one of the Bayside's toughest teams, North Carolina, they wanted to add their name to that list. Another thrilling game. Senior standout Joey Adams and the Bulldogs taking on Cesar Chavez in their first game of the Governor's Challenge. Pick things up in the fourth where the game would get interesting. Tyson Mimore working his way to the rim for the tough floater to put Chavez up. And then Messiah Brown drives to the rack, but lays it off to Warren Lofton to put the Eagles up by 3. The Bulldogs would have to tie things up with time winding down. Tynes Warner taking matters into his own hands, stops and pops and drains the 3 in the face of the defender to send this game into OT. And in extra time, Caroline's starting to pull away. Cam Brown cleans up the miss and finishes with the fadeaway to give North Carolina the lead. Now last chance for Cesar to tie things up, and Brown can't hit the free throws to tie things up. North Carolina, they hold on, Trey, winning 75-73.
That was a great game. Washington making their Governor's Challenge debut, taking on Annapolis area Christian. Off the inbound, Dorian Stevens slashing to the rim, gets the hometown bounce. Jags up early, but from there, Annapolis would heat up for 3. Dylan Borden gets the corner 3, get knocked down right there. And then R.J. Forbes showing off his range, knocking down the triple to put the Eagles up 4. And Washington would try to claw back into this one. Stevens with a pretty Euro step for an and-one. He's screaming, he's yelling. Jags would trail at the half by 18. Second half, a lot of the same. Borden getting out in transition. The Bayside looking bad. And Washington losing. Annapolis area Christian goes on to win this one by a final of 92-61.
Snow Hill kicking off their holiday schedule with Valley Forge Military Academy out of PA. Amir Fisher getting things going early for the Eagles. Really just going coast to coast, taking it to the big man and finishing at the rack. Easy lay in there. Snow Hill right back in transition and running. Curtis Blake goes bounce pass to find Drew Housen for the easy layup. But the story for Valley Forge was Marius Nitwari. Stands at 6'10".
Snow Hill's got nothing for that.
Yeah, gets the ball and just casually slams one home for 2. No big deal. And that's really all they would need in this one. Valley Forge, they roll 75-53.
On to the next one. How about one of the highest profiled matchups of the day? Jawan Gary and Gray Collegiate of South Carolina taking on my favorite player, Jair Davis, the #1 sophomore in the first state. He finished with 17 points in their 58-45 loss to Gray. Now Davis has rose to stardom, getting interest from schools like Florida, Miami, and Villanova. Of course, they are playing right now at the Governor's Challenge. On the other end, Jawan Gary, 4-star senior, finished with 11 points and 5 boards in the win. Gary offers from schools right now like Maryland, NC State, and Georgia. As of late, he has picked up interest from programs like Kansas, UNC, and Duke. How about it?
Yeah, those are some pretty good programs. But Trey, taking over the Governor's Challenge last night, the skills competition, 3-point shootout, and the famed dunk contest. I know you were a judge out there.
Oh, yeah.
Villanova commit #1 player in Rhode Island, Cole Swider, took home the boys' 3-point crown, and Amelia Naka from WT Woodson took home the girls' crown. Y-High's Leanna Pettit took home the girls' skill challenge. Yeah, that's Bryson Godine. While Cameron Carter from Good Counsel won the boys. Now in the dunk contest, Syracuse commit, you saw him there, Bryson Godine and Damian Ball would go into extra dunk time to determine a winner, where Ball, you see him there from Lincoln Academy in Georgia, would take home the title.
That was a lot of fun last night. A great atmosphere, seeing everybody circle over to that court to see those guys dunk it off. And what a great performance by those guys.
Fantastic performance. Of course, you can see a lot more too on our website and on Twitter as well. But unfortunately, another break has come up in our show. But when we come back, we're going to head back out to the Civic Center one more time to wrap things up from the Governor's Challenge.
I am Kevon Williams from Stephen Decatur High School, and you're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.